The model on this one is called the Remnant, right? We have a micarta scales on this one, recessed liners, which is interesting how the Bel Air has exposed liners. This one has recessed liners, 2 standoffs, right? Sandwich construction with a deep pocket carry clip, not as deep as the one on the Bel Air, which is looked at. It is reversible with a nice filler tab on the opposite side. I want to say that is probably steel. There we go. Yes, it is. This is more on the budget end of things. And we have a plunge lock button lock. So it's going to be super fidget friendly. Very interesting on the pivot here. Kind of has kind of like a hole going through it. Kind of looks like the assembly place for all the lint and pocket gunk to assemble at as a reunion whenever you carry this knife for a long time. But it is captive, and we have T8 on the other side. So that being said, let's go ahead and get this guy deployed here. Thumb stud deployment and a plunge lock button lock. Bam. Right, look at that, very smooth action on ball bearings, right? None of that washers nonsense, right? Give me some ball bearings for some very nice fidget friendly action. Very smooth on the open and close. Easy to take the knife out of your pocket, get some work done, cut whatever it is you need to cut, and then fold it pretty quickly, and then back in the pocket it goes. So we're looking at a beautiful drop point blade here with a full flat grind. That's looking pretty awesome there. Also with a stone wash finish, looking good. In-house design. This one is made in China. Model number is 2054, and it is in D2 steel. D2 is not corrosion resistant, so do keep that in mind. You don't want to leave this blade like wet in the backyard for 3 weeks and then come back to it and complain, oh, my blade rusted on me, I wonder why. So always take care of your blades, you know, wipe it clean after you're done using it, just regular maintenance and stuff like that. But yeah, punch lock, button lock here. It's not my knife, so this is a loaner, so I'm not going to do the whack test. But basically we have a cylinder under a coil spring there that goes into this little groove cutout on the tang of the blade, locking the blade as such. There you go. And of course, it's also going to act as sort of like a D10 for the lack of a D10 ball. That's pretty much a plunge lock, button lock in a nutshell. Nowadays, a button operated liner lock is much more preferred because it gives you the same sort of deployment and fidget friendly factor as a plunge lock, button lock, but it is a stronger locking mechanism than a this one here, right? Button operated liner lock over plunge lock, button lock. So that should be the new standard. We definitely want to see more button operated liner locks going forward. But ergos are good. Oh man, ergos are really good, I'll tell you that. Definitely able to get a full 4-finger grip. I can forward choke a tad bit if I wanted to. Nice and rounded on the edges here on the micarta. And that just feels like a solid, again, workhorse of a knife. Good jimping there on the blade. Kind of wish it was a little bit more extended. You know, if I wanted to put my thumb a little bit further up on the blade. We're seeing more companies these days adding a longer jimping and also a little bit of jimping here in the front. So Kershaw, if you're watching this video, you're probably not, but yeah, it will be nice to see more additional jimping zones on your knife. So very nice streamlined knife here from Kershaw on the budget end of things. It's called the Remnant.